Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports. Stan, as a coach, what's the best way to instill confidence in your players?
Well, Brian, I don't know that as a coach you can instill confidence in them, but what you can do is prepare them for every situation in the game so that they're not having to think about what they should do. They know, and they're prepared to execute.
And when you talk to MP about his team's focus, he says it's all about defense. He wants to make life miserable for every offense they go up against.
And MP is an incredible motivator. He's gotten these guys to communicate, help one another, trust one another. And that's the thing about defense. If just one guy isn't doing his job, it collapses. So it helps to have a ringleader like MP to bring everyone together and keep them focused. That's the only way you're going to shut down the best offenses in this league.
And the starting lineup for Miami, Achua is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's Z in at the two-guard. Well, Coach, how about the Eric Spoelstra story? Started as a video coordinator with the Heat back in '95. You were an assistant in Miami back then.
Yeah, look, Brian, even then, Eric is one of the rare guys that all of us on the staff knew right from the beginning that he had all the makings of a great coach. Players trusted him and had confidence in his ability to help them.
From the video room to the Hall of Fame one day.
No question.
And what an incredible achievement from MP recently. Grant, he turned in one of the most efficient games you will ever see.
Well, you talk about what it means to dominate. MP was the definition of that with his performance. Now, everything fell for him, and it looked like he was a man amongst boys.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Bolden. Last game with 30. Pass to Wiseman. Ingram against Jaquez. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
A go-to score. Love seeing Ingram take punishment and fight his way through it.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. After a trade to New Orleans back in 2019, Brandon Ingram has become a primary scorer, Grant.
Yeah, he scored well over 20 points per game since leaving the Lakers. B.I. has the rare blend of length and shooting, and beyond scoring, Ingram's assist numbers are very impressive too.
Here's Bolden. Phenomenal stats on a consistent basis. Puts up over 24 points a game.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. And that one good.
Oh, my. Tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Z in their last game against the Hornets just played phenomenal. He had 39 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. A virtuoso performance that will be remembered for a very long time. Brian?
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Boy, it's been fun watching this player do his thing lately. Our player of the week for the Eastern Conference.
He's made himself the cornerstone of their offensive efforts recently, and he's providing for his squad in every regard on that end of the floor. Scoring, passing, picks, you name it, he's doing it.
Now here's Wiseman, coming off a 12-point game. Pass to Ingram. Toppin outside. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bolden. On target from range. Bolden's got 8.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Ingram. Here's the floater. Doncic grabs the miss. Heat leading by 4. Z shot is good. Give him 8 points now.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Here's Bolden. Give him 8. From outside, off the mark.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
The shot by Z, no good. New Orleans has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Here's Bolden. Phenomenal stats on a consistent basis. Puts up over 24 points a game. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The shot by Z, no good. Pelicans trail by 6. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Bolden. There's a screen by Toppin. Outside Ingram. Puts up a 3. The shot off that time. And so it's Miami leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. And more. Heat leading by 10. They've got James Wiseman and a Iguodala in at power forward. That's the Pelicans 5.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
What a menacing spot by Bam, letting them know there are no easy shots when he's around.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on James Wiseman.
So close on the finish. I mean, it could have been a 3-point opportunity.
At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
The shot is good.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Pelicans trail by 13. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Stewart, the pass to Bolden. The shot won't fall. Good D by Adebayo. The Heat have gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Here's Iguodala, and that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. There's the triple. The shot by Z, no good. Pelicans trail by 11. Here's Bolden. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Heat. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. It's off to Washington after this one, where they will face the Wizards. And that game will mark the end of a 4-game trip. And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Toppin, he's checked in for New Orleans. Brandon Ingram comes in for Hawkins. Achua's checked in for Miami. Jaquez comes in for Luka Doncic.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. The shot is good.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Fires the three, and again, Miami with a triple.
Well, this is shaping up to be a special night for him. Started out well and is only turning it up here in quarter two.
Outside Ingram from downtown, knocks down the triple. Ingram's got his second bucket of the night.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Achua passes to Jaquez. Here's Z. And again, Miami with a triple.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And so it's the Miami Heat leading by 17 at the end of the period. Tough to run with them. They get the ball up the court so fast. Back after this.
Taking a look here at Miami, you know, Halloween was a long time ago, but this team is still the scariest group in the league.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Heat. Thanks for tuning in.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And on the floor for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. We've got Achua. He's out there with Jaime Jaquez. Luka Doncic is out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Z in at the shooting guard position. All right, Stan, if you had it your way, who would you want to see in the dunk contest?
Well, Brian, look, I want to go back to the glory days when the most recognizable guys in the game were the ones that participated. Michael Jordan, Dominique Wilkins. I think if we could get guys like Zion Williamson, Ja Morant, that would be fantastic. But it's got to be the names out there that people know.
Ingram against Jaquez. The ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Jaquez. In transition. Out to the wing. Here's Z. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Z's got 29.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Ingram against Jaquez. Ingram, the pass to Stewart. Wiseman inside, and it's Miami with a rebound.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Stan, after his 12-year playing career, Willie Green has made a seamless transition into coaching.
Yeah, first of all, Willie Green is a person of very high character. Second, Brian, he consciously started preparing himself to coach while he was still playing, and then he was able to work on great staffs under great coaches, and now he's an outstanding head coach in his own right. Well, he had a great first half from three-point range, but hasn't quite gotten his touchback since the break.
Pass to Bolden. Tries to break his ice. Another shot. Achua with a rebound.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Achua with the dunk.
For a center, Adebayo is an excellent passer. He's always so aware of his surroundings.
Here's Ingram. 6 points for him. New Orleans calls timeout. A multiple-time All-Star. What aspect of Adebayo's game, Stan, catches your eye nightly?
Well, Brian, I'd say it's not one thing. He's a very complete player. He can rebound, defend, pass, score. This guy does it all.
And by all accounts, a great teammate as well.
That's exactly right.
Miami making a switch here. Walker's checked in to the paint. Bolden. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. Bolden's got 16 points now.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
The shot is good.
And he was hot from three to start this game. That's his first since halftime.
The Pelicans have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. And here's Ingram from the arc. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Let's go with a 3. Counted from distance. Z's got 10 points in just the second half.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Screen by Wiseman. Bolden, the pass to Wiseman. A minute 37 left in the third. And your first NBA coaching job was with the Miami Heat stand. That was as an assistant back in the 90s, just a few years ago.
Yeah, just a few, Brian. And the Heat have changed a lot. The game has changed a lot over those years. Look, back then, the Heat were probably the most physical team in the NBA, and it was just knockdown, drag-out fights all the time.
And so it's Ingram with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. Pass to Bolden. Back to Ingram. Shoots over ball. And again, New Orleans no good.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
The 3. And it's Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got his 7th rebound here tonight from the top of the key, and that one's good. Ingram's got 8. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Right side, Walker. Ball outside. Pass to Z. Takes the 3. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Ingram, the pass to Stewart. Here's Iguodala. Back to Ingram. Rebound Miami. Here's Z. Good, and it's Walker who picks up the assist. Walker's got 3 assists tonight.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
And so it's Miami. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely...
He's checked in for New Orleans. New Orleans calls timeout. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. And it's Jones in at the 4 slot. That's the Pelicans 5. To the left side wing. Takes a 3. Walker pulls down the board.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Offensive board. See the pass to Pokashevsky. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Jump ball. Pass to Z. The 3 is up. And again, no good by Miami. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Here's Bolden. And he converts the layup. Bolden's got 9 points now in the second half.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Z. And the league has made it clear, Graham. It sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
Miami making a switch here. Ball's checked in.
First team foul.
And that one misses. Coach, you spent a lot of time in New Orleans. Coach form, as a matter of fact. It's a fun stop in the NBA. There's some amazing food in the Big Easy.
Yeah, Brian, I love the city of New Orleans, but when I coached there, it was in the pandemic. All the restaurants were closed, all the entertainment was closed. We couldn't enjoy the jazz or the food.
Ball with a steal. Here's Z. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Z's got 46. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And also, attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Here's the teardrop, and it's good. 2 points. Z's got 7 now in this quarter.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one, doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
To stop the run. Rebound Miami. And here's Ball. Outside Paul. Fires for 3. And got it! Another basket! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Outside Ingram. Wiseman a screen on Paul. Ingram against Walker. Pass to Bolden. Deflected!
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Heat.
They had more assists and shot the ball more efficiently. Those things tend to go hand in hand.
And that's so true. Without a doubt, their ball movement was essential to winning this game.
That'll do it for this one. They've earned their 27th victory of the year tonight.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Z.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
From behind the arc. Good! Another from 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Here's Bolden to the inside. And it's Wiseman with the jam.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Shoots. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
Number 15. 7 personal foul. 3rd team foul. In for the Heat, number 47.
There's 6 seconds left in the 4th. Now Ingram. So it's the Heat winning this one easily. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never